What's up, Next Level Coach? Welcome to the second video of the 4-part video series detailing the Raging Tiger Method. Boom! We're going to go into the $15 coach strategy and what the secret legion method any coach can use to grow a 6-figure business in 60 days. Amazing. So we've already established you are a super legit coach. You're either ICF certified, you've got some sort of certification, or you have done the work on yourself and you've helped a ton of clients get amazing results. So that is the first part that we've already gone through. Now we're going to get into this and really break down and detail how you build a significant engagement strategy.
So if you look at what's happening in the world, we've gone through a tremendous shift from back in the day where you would have to go to coffees, meetups, find people in person. And these are all good ways of finding clients, reaching out to people, right, meeting up with them. But the truth of the matter is that they're outdated when you compare them to tools like social media and the internet, where you can literally reach thousands and thousands of people and build relationships with them through things like video or Facebook Live or different types of long form posts. And so that's what we're going to be getting into here is how do you actually reach and expand your audience so you can reach more people and be able to help them out.
So the first part of actually creating this engagement strategy is figuring out who are you actually serving? Who is that human being? What is your identity as a coach? And you've got that figured out, then you can start to go into what are they actually feeling as pain? And then you can start to speak to their pain throughout the videos and what they're actually going through. They can start to resonate and you can build trust with them. And when you speak to them, it really needs to be emotional. They really need to be able to feel into it so that they can start to create almost like a movie experience and an addiction towards your content, the highs, the lows, everything, and you speak so authentically and honestly with them that they just actually love what you do. And so this brings me now into, okay, let's break down some specific content strategies that you could actually do. So personal stories is always an amazing way to really connect with people because people don't buy the program for the program, they buy because of you and the result it can get them. So the personal story is a really good way for you to build your know, like, and trust factor and actually to be seen as an authority in this space and people to look up to you. And so you'll notice that throughout the Next Level Coaches group, we've shared really vulnerable personal stories throughout ourselves. Like for me, back in January, my girlfriend of 4 years and I broke up and it crushed me. And I really went down and shared some really vulnerable moments about my self-worth and all these challenges that have been coming up. And also that led me to thinking back to when my brother died before I was born. He actually had leukemia and he died at 6. And the only reason I'm here is because he died, and that was something that was like really hard for me to grasp, but it's really transformed me and made me realize my life is a gift and I'm here to serve and to have this amazing life. And Alexander had a similar experience with his story.
Yeah, so when I was born, the doctors told my mom she had a choice to make. One, let me die inside of her, or push me out and she's gonna die in the process. And if you've ever been a mom, or imagine if your mom was in those shoes, that is probably a decision that no one ever wants to make. And long story short, I shared that on my Facebook profile out of a genuine lesson to share with my people and like who I'm here to serve. And it got several hundred likes and it almost went viral. It was ridiculous. And that's the power of sharing a personal story is people can connect with you, they can relate, and they can feel that you're a human being. I think oftentimes it's really important to realize that yes, we want to be seen as an authority and as an expert, but people also don't buy perfection.
Yeah, so it's all about authenticity and like really sharing like the great, the good, the bad, the ugly, and people can really relate to that and they build that trust with you because of that. So some other areas of engagement strategies you can do is personal philosophy. How do you really think or feel about this certain topic? Case studies, testimonials, actual strategy videos like this one we're doing where you're detailing the $15 coach strategy, what is the strategy that you can do, and then there's lifestyle. Like, how do you actually live? Who do you show up as a human being? Where do you live? What do you do on the weekends? What do you do for fun in the evenings? Whatever, just expressing who you are as a human. So these are all amazing engagement strategies you guys can go out there and do. And if you want to figure out what your personal engagement strategy should look like, set a call below and we'll figure that out with you. But now let's actually get into how do you actually create a deeper connection with your audience on a more intimate one-to-one level.
Yeah, so you have these 5 different types of creating content. Now, what happens is you're gonna start to get engagement. People are gonna respond to you. They're gonna actually show love. They're gonna say, hey, oh my God, I love this story. You're such an inspiration. Whatever they really resonate with, people will let you know. And they're gonna vote with their likes and comments. And so what happens is you have this audience that's growing, And when you're able to use tools like Facebook Messenger to then reward them for reaching out to you and really responding, because the truth of the matter is they didn't have to like your content, but something you did sparked something in them. So reach out to them saying, hey, thank you so much for engaging on my content. What did you like most about it? And it's gonna spark a conversation. At that point, you can really look at their profile and see, is this person a solid fit? You know, just based on their pictures, what they're interested in, you're gonna be able to tell, is this someone that you really wanna work with? And if the answer is yes, you can then begin to spark conversation, you can begin to build a relationship, and really get to the root of what's going on in their life. If they liked your content and you're following the strategy of personal story, philosophy, how to help them, client testimonials, all these different things, they're following you for a reason. And it's because they want to change this area of their life. And so when you want to say something?
Yeah, I was just going to say super quick. The key thing is when you're engaging with people is not to be like overzealous or like over needy and just be like in and out, in and out, in and out. So like you'll shoot a message to them, which Alexander's going to talk about, and be like, what's up? And then very shortly after leave and then come back a couple days later. It's in and out, in and out. So you leave because you have the freaking power. So you can go into that.
Yeah, so in and out, being in, you're adding value. Out, I'm going to follow up with you later. So something like this. Hey, what did you like most about my post? They're gonna respond, awesome, so glad to hear, cheers. Oh, gone. For like 2 days.
Boom.
Yeah, 2 days. And they're like, oh, this person's great. Follow them 2 days later and say, hey, I've been thinking about you, thought this meditation or whatever value add you have as a coach, some sort of document, a video,
PDF on Canva, whatever.
Something that you can add value to their life that's relevant to you and your niche and how you're helping them. Send it to their way. Hey, thought of you, really thought you'd enjoy this. Let me know your thoughts. Boom, send it to them, cheers. 2 days later to a week, follow up with them again in Messenger and say, hey, how did you like that meditation? And they're gonna let you know. That's gonna spark conversation. And at that point, you can either add another value, if you have anything else to drop their way, or you can just say, listen, you know, I've been, just like you've been watching me, I've been watching you, and I thought it would be really cool to see how we can add value to each other. Are you open to jumping on a call sometime today or tomorrow? And they're gonna respond and say, yeah, I'm either available today or tomorrow. Because when you've added value to them and you're consistent with creating content, that's the know, like, and trust factor that gets people on the call.
Another amazing hack actually is to say, hey, I'm about to give away 3 breakthrough sessions to my audience. Before I do that, can I give you, are you open to receiving one, or would you like to receive one? So it's like, hey, I'm gonna give away 3 breakthrough sessions to my audience. Before I go to the audience, would you like to have one of them? And people are like, well, absolutely, of course, and now it feels like a gift as opposed to like trying to get someone on the phone and sell them. So that's awesome anyway.
Definitely, yeah, so that's a great hack. And the important part is that you feel that this person is already aware of your expertise, what you have to offer, and that if they jump on the phone with you, that you'd be a good fit to work with them. It's super important that you don't ask for them to jump on the call too early, right? If they've engaged and liked one of your posts, don't just reach out to them and say, hey, can we jump on a call? Because the whole point of the call is to take someone who's on the fence or ready to buy into becoming a client. If they're still unsure, if they're not ready to buy, you're wasting their time and theirs. So that's the piece from building an audience with these 5 different posts to getting them in Messenger and then asking them to jump on a call where you can create clients.
Yeah, everything you're doing is adding value. You're becoming the trusted authority. You're not responding too quickly. You're just like, you're a chill, amazing coach who's got a lot of stuff going on, but you're adding value to people on Messenger, and then they're naturally jumping on calls with you, and then you get into the conversion process, which we're going to talk about the Max Flow Mantra in the next video. But it's an amazing process and it's worked super well for us. We basically filled our entire mastermind previously using this strategy. A completely free strategy. So just using that, you can become a 6-figure coach in 60 days. You guys are welcome. We also talked about the idea of these different tools where you can get thousands of your ideal clients following you on LinkedIn and Facebook, and then you can apply the same things into Instagram, and you can also collect all the email addresses and create an amazing cold email campaign. We talked about that and offering that in this video, but we decided, because there's so much wild west already happening in the coaching industry of every one of you guys who watch this video, because there's thousands of people who have applied these principles to our business are going to be watching these videos. If we just share it in the video, then everyone will go and apply it. So the only way you can actually get it is to jump on a call with us, and we'll share with you guys how you can actually apply this principle and all these principles of the Raging Tiger method to your business, and we'll be able to speak to those specific growth hacks that you guys can use around LinkedIn and email and Facebook, etc. So you can go and blow up your social media following and email with thousands of your ideal clients.
Yeah, and the reason it's so important too is because you can create great content and you can be able to do the messenger strategy, but if you don't have a curated audience, it doesn't really matter much. You're gonna be posting to your friends and your family, and if they're your ideal clients, you're a one lucky coach. For the most part, it's not necessarily who you wanna work with. And so these tools will be able to allow you to find a mass amount of people who are your ideal audience and automatically build the audience.
They're one of the biggest game changers we've ever seen in our business, and it's been so huge for our Inner Circle. Now they're going and implementing it. It's just absolute game changer.
Yeah, I mean, it's insane. I can't believe more people aren't using this or aren't aware of it. So if you're excited about that and want to start building an audience, go ahead and schedule a call below and we'll have a chat.
Awesome. So now after this, we're gonna get into the third video of the Raging Tiger method. We're gonna talk about the Max Flow mantra and what I learned from selling $5 million deals to corporate America and how I distilled it into 5 principles that you can use to sell to high ticket coaching clients. This guy's been using it and it's an absolute game changer. So we love you guys. Thanks for sticking with us. You guys are amazing. Jump on a call with us and we'll see you on the next video. Boom!